Obviously there's so much going on with both the allergies and it can be overwhelming for so many families. What are some of the basic everyday things that families can do to help with that?
Yeah, for me, as I said, it's been a huge journey. And so now, in my work as a counselor, when I'm working with newly diagnosed families with allergies and asthma, I kind of forget to go back to the very basic recommendations. And then I'm talking to them, I'm like, oh, wait, you're doing that? What? That's crazy. So just to kind of go back, and some of these might be, really basic pieces of information, but I think they're just so important. So I talked a lot about dust, taking control of dust at home. And dust is like, it's impossible. It's a never ending battle, right? You're always going to have dust in the home. But as I said, doing the wet dusting as opposed to the dry dusting, looking at your indoor air quality is huge. Changing your filters. I change my filters at least 4 times a year, so every season. And if you're in, a time, if you're doing any renovations or anything like that, having your ducts cleaned, that kind of thing. The basement floors is huge. And also in the basements, if you have cardboard or anything that's going to disintegrate, go moldy, or create dust, that's important. Dust mites, which are lovely little creatures that live in our beds, upholstered items, stuffed animals, couches, furniture, whatever. You want to take care of those as well. So the way that I deal with dust mites, you can buy covers for your mattresses and your pillows that are really tightly woven so that they keep the dust mites from coming out. You can wash your linens once a week in very, very hottest temperature water, and not hanging your linens out to dry, putting them in the dryer, because obviously with the pollens and other irritants outside, we don't want that. Looking at people with seasonal allergies and asthma, if you find that seasonal allergies are triggering your asthma, to keep the windows closed in your car and in your home. It really stinks when it's like beautiful weather outside, the spring or the fall, and you're wanting to open up the windows, but yeah, then nobody can breathe. That's not a good thing. So using, air conditioning if needed, and keeping that out. And then when you're coming back inside, so if you've spent any time outdoors and it's allergy season, coming in, having a shower, getting that out of your hair, off your skin, changing your clothes into a fresh set of clothes. And we talked a lot about when, my son was little, about having the bedroom be a really clean, safe place to kind of regenerate after a day of being around those things that irritate him. So wanting to have the good air quality in there, and then fresh pajamas, that kind of thing. So